They say you should never meet your heroes. They never mention your dream apartment's night. When I signed the lease, I thought I'd won the lottery. Cozy, affordable, a view of the park that made my heart ache. Then I met Bob. He was a human earthquake, a force of pure unadulterated noise. His life's soundtrack was thrash metal, and he played it at a soul-shaking volume, usually starting at 3 a.m. He stole my parking spot like it was his divine right and once screamed at me through the wall for, I swear, breathing too loud. 4 months, I was the picture of polite civility. Hi Bob, could you maybe? Bob, I have work at 6. My requests evaporated against the wall of his contempt. I was drowning in sleepless rage. The breaking point was a Tuesday, 3:17 a.m. The bass line was so violent it rattled my teacups as I lay there, tears of pure fury in my eyes. My phone buzzed. Looking for networks. And there it was, Big Bad Bob, unsecured, no password. The arrogance was breathtaking. A dangerous calm settled over me. This was a declaration of war, and he'd just handed me the keys to his own arsenal. I connected in a second, changed his main password to sorry not sorry, and for a touch of psychological warfare set up a guest network named Turn Down the Music or Else. The next morning the pounding on my door was seismic. Bob stood there, purple-faced, veins bulging. You hacked my internet. I blinked, channeling every ounce of wide-eyed innocence I possessed. Hacked it? Bob, that sounds serious. My brother's in IT. He says you should always change the default password. Maybe it was a brute force bot? I shrugged. Good luck with that. He stormed off, muttering curses. Phase 1 was a success. But it wasn't enough. That's when I discovered his unsecured network was a gateway to his entire digital life. His smart speakers were wide open. And that's where the real art began. I wrote a simple script, a little digital polka goblin. The trigger? A sustained decibel level above reasonable after 10 p.m. The consequence? His speakers would emit a single, deafening blast of the beer barrel polka, followed by 10 minutes of silent, tense anticipation before launching into another. I turned his fortress of noise into a haunted house of accordions. For 2 glorious weeks I'd hear it. The metal would hit a crescendo, crash. Then a sudden deafening silence, a beat, then roll out the barrel. A roar of fury from his apartment. The music would stop, the tension would build, and just as he thought it was over, the polka would begin again. I watched from my window as he started looking haggard, paranoid. He'd jump at the sound of his own fridge humming. The final night I saw him packing his SUV in a frantic hurry. He didn't even look at my apartment, he just fled. Now, silence is a physical, blissful presence. The sun seems to shine brighter through my perfect windows. And the best part? I got premium, covered parking spot. The super said he didn't even ask for his security deposit back. Sometimes, late at night, I'll look at the script still dormant on my laptop. I like knowing it's there, a little ghost in the machine, a silent guardian of my peace. Sweet, sweet victory.